Jennifer Lopez initially had some concerns about co-headlining the 2020 Super Bowl halftime show. 2 years ago, Shakira and JLO became the first two Latina women to co-headline the coveted gig, giving fans an unforgettable performance. But turns out Jennifer wasn't a big fan of the decision at first. In scenes from her Netflix documentary Halftime, which premiered at the Tribeca Film Festival this week, the 52-year-old songstress expressed her initial frustration with the amount of time the NFL gave her and Shakira to put on the show. Quote, "We have 6 minutes. We have 30 seconds of a song, and if we take a minute, that's it. We've got 5 left. But there's got to be certain songs that we sing though. We have to have our singing moments. It's not going to be a fucking dance review. We have to sing our message," she told the show's music director Kim Burse according to Entertainment Weekly, adding, quote, "This is the worst idea in the world to have 2 people do the Super Bowl. It was the worst idea in the world." In a separate interview for the documentary, Jennifer's longtime manager, Benny Medina, also expressed his frustration over the NFL's decision, saying, quote, "Typically you have one headliner at a Super Bowl. That headliner constructs a show, and should they choose to have other guests, that's their choice. It was an insult to say you needed 2 Latinas to do the job that one artist historically has done." Earlier in the documentary, Jenny from the Block was seen talking to Shakira about the performance, and Shakira admitted she still didn't know how much time she would have. But JLO quickly jumped in, saying, quote, "Let me address that really quick. They said 12 minutes. I got kind of a good confirmation that we should have an extra minute or 2, so now we're at like 13, 14 minutes. I think, Shakira, what we should have is you should have half the time and I should have half. If it was going to be a double headliner, they should have given us 20 minutes. That's what they should have been done." The 52-year-old songstress has always been known for keeping it real. Earlier this week, she got candid about how the media's perception of her impacted her relationship with her work while talking to Access Hollywood at the premiere of her new Netflix documentary, Halftime.
When I first came on the scene, it was a weird kind of situation where I was doing really well and had some success and had amazing fans and all this kind of stuff, and the records were selling, and I was selling movie tickets, and I was successful. But at the same time, I was treated in the media like I was not talented, or was not this, or was not that. So it was like a weird relationship that I was in with my work, and so it gave me a very, which you get to see a little bit in the film of what that was for me. And I think, it's been a long journey, but it's one of those things where I'm going to see the film finish tonight. I haven't seen the whole entire thing, so you've seen something I haven't seen yet.
The director said you were shaking a little bit the first time you saw it. Is that because of how vulnerable you were?
I didn't plan this, I was like, oh, I'm going to tell the story of my life. It wasn't that. It was, Benny and Medina, who has been my longtime manager, just decided, let's start filming when you finish your Vegas residency. Like, let's just film that last month. And then that last month turned into, let's keep filming next year. Oh, you got Hustlers. Let's do Hustlers. Oh, we're going on tour. Let's film the tour. Oh, this happened, and it became this amazing year where I turned 50, and that's